Okay, so hello guys, and welcome back to the Grandmasters League Round 7, Game 2 between Ming and Jordan 23. Of course, if you haven't seen Game 1 already, then there will be spoilers, and there is a link on the screen now if you're watching a YouTube video that will take you straight to Game 1, of course. But as you know, Jordan won that first game, and of course now this is Jordan's home map. Jordan in blue over to the left of the map playing as Vikings, deciding to take the islands map, which should be pretty interesting. His opponent over on the right in red playing as Vikings as well, Mr. Ming, aka Good Boy. And this is not his home map. He has not chosen to play islands. He was told, he was like, boy, you are going to play islands, and he was like, oh okay, then I'll play islands. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, Ming did a very, very good game last game. He played it really well. After his forward failed, he did very well to stay in that game. He managed to keep himself in there. He did a really good play, and Jordan just overpowered him once he got up to the Imperial age. Of course, this game is going to be totally different. This is islands. There will be no real land attacks at all. We'll just see mainly grushing and such. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. You may have seen my islands video from yesterday, where Taunt 31 came from, but yeah, Islands is one of them maps. It's possible to do quite a good comeback on Islands, though it is quite challenging as well, because if you lose the water, it's usually game over. It's very hard to come back if you lose the water. So we'll see what goes on right here. We'll see what happens. But right now I'm going to speed things up, because we've seen an island start so many times through the GML. There's been so many water maps. There's been a lot of migration. There's been a lot of islands, and we've all seen it so many times that we know what is coming up right now. So yeah, one thing to note though is this island is actually fairly nice. This map is fairly nice. The center island here with the gold on it, it's in the middle, so it's totally fair. There's even stone on this island. It's not two islands, it's just one. And in the late game, this could be a really nice spot for both these guys to kind of fight over. They also are fairly even as well, because neither of them have amazing fish in the corners of their maps, which is kind of handy. To make it more fair, of course, and most of the fish are down in the south, so it's actually a really nice map indeed. It doesn't resemble anything, I don't think. If you think the map resembles something, then let me know. Sometimes people are like, ha ha, the map looks like a fish, or ha ha, the map looks like a penis, lol. I don't think it looks like anything today, and I'll try and look out for that in the future a bit more. Does the map resemble anything? I don't think it does, not today. But if you see anything, then let me know in the comments. I suppose. I don't see anything right now. Yeah, pretty much standard start for both of them for the time being, and both of them unlikely to get loom as well. That 50 gold really does make quite a big difference in the grushing aspect, and interesting position on a dock for Jordan there. I don't know if he scouted that very well, but kind of not the best position on a dock. Kind of interesting position on a dock. You know, he could even go for a quick landing with this dock here. The docks are very forwards. It's not on the edge. Usually we see players create the docks on the top or bottom of their island, not on the direct front, and that is kind of risky, because A, there's not a huge amount of fish down here, and it's very, very close to Ming, so Ming could, if he gets up to the Feudal age first, put a lot of pressure on Jordan and do a lot of damage. At the moment though, it looks like they're actually pretty neck and neck going up to the Feudal age. Jordan going to be there a fraction of a second in the lead, and starting to get very aggressive early on, but it would be really nice to see Jordan go for a landing here. With this dock position, he could easily make a transport ship and hop over there before Ming really realises or does anything about it, so we'll see how that one goes. But usually we don't see that from players, because it's too risky. They can't afford to lose the water, and of course sending a villager over, it requires a transport ship, which costs 125 wood, which is quite expensive. You could create a galley for that. Then you'd have to send the villagers across, which makes the villagers idle, and then by the time the villagers over there, you've got to build an archery range and a barracks, which costs, you know, another 300 odd wood, and the cost suddenly is very high. That's a good 400 wood it's going to require to go and land your opponent. That 400 wood could be 4.5 galleys for the other person, and by that time they've taken the water control, and you are pretty screwed, because if they push you forward away, then you can't take the water control back. So it's kind of risky to try and land, but also it can pay off. We'll have to see. But obviously interesting positions on the docks from Jordan here, very on the front of his island. He's looking to get very aggressive. He obviously felt pretty confident about his Dark Age start, and why wouldn't he? He's doing a pretty good job back here. His economy is in tip-top shape for the time being, and really, there is not that much difference between the two players right now. Ming slightly higher in the score. Fishing ship wise, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 6 fishing ships from Ming right there. Jordan on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fishing ships, so he saved himself a little bit of wood. Maybe 6 actually. Yeah, 5 fishing ships from Jordan. Saved himself a little bit of wood, and now he's got his galleys out. His 4th dock is on the way, and he is going to look to get pretty aggressive on Ming right here. Ming's 4th dock is also on the way up as well, and really just grush. Grush is all you need. Grush is all you need. Oh god, that song. But yeah, we'll see who actually decides to engage first. Sometimes we see players holding back for quite some time, playing it quite offensively. But it'd be really cool if Jordan, it would be really cool, sorry, if Jordan did land over here. He's feeling pretty confident here. He's spending the time to create some more fishing ships right now. He's doing another 2 fishing ships, which is going to put him in the lead with fishing ships. That's going to take him up to 7. That's going to impact his economy quite nicely. Ming, of course, only on the 6 right now. The only problem is creating those 2 fishing ships doesn't mean that he's not creating 2 galleys in their place. So Jordan, it's a little bit of a risk versus reward kind of thing. You can create the 2 extra fishing ships, or however many extra fishing ships you like, and gain a massive economic boost from that, at the cost of not having so many galleys and perhaps having to micro a little bit harder. Or you can not create them and try and get really aggressive. But Jordan creating those extra 2 fishing ships now, and that should really help his economy out very nicely indeed. The extra food could get him up to the castle age just a little bit sooner, and that could really help out in the long run. Whether or not it was going to pay off that much, we'll have to see, because Ming could take out the fishing ships fairly easily. There we go, Ming could lose 1 galley right here, and that would not be a good start for him at all. Jordan with fletching just on the way right now, and Ming is going to have to retreat with that galley right there, and that is not so great. Of course, it's very important to gain scouting information. It's not so good to lose half the HP on one of your galleys. You're going to want to get out there as fast as you can, otherwise when you do engage, it's going to be slightly easier for your opponent. Does look like Ming has got more ships though. Jordan on 8, Ming on 9. There's only 1 extra for Ming right here, but it looks like he's going to go in with an engagement real quick. But of course, Jordan has got fletching already right now. Ming does not. He does not even have a blacksmith just yet. He's very late getting the fletching upgrade, and that could just mean that Jordan might win this battle if they were to engage, because right here they do have the same number of ships it seems, or Jordan has 1 less, but he should be able to win that battle if he was to engage there. Jordan though, still creating galleys right now. He's not going to add any more fishing ships in, but now he's up to 7. Ming of course still on the 6, and we'll see how that plays out in the long run. If Jordan gets up to the castle age first, good explanation, but also some players might decide to add in those extra fishing ships so they can keep more villagers away from berries for the time being. Adding those in eventually now anyway, because he will need to take berries to save himself making too many farms early on. It's important to invest in the water, but these fishing ships are going to be a very good source of food for quite some time, and they are really going to pay off. We'll see whether or not he gets up to the castle age first. It's worth looking into. Ming's still without a blacksmith right now, so +1 is still not in the works. Starting to take quite a bit. There's the blacksmith right there. It's going to go straight up, and he should be able to afford fletching straight away as well, so we should see that from him fairly shortly. More galleys coming out, but Ming playing surprisingly defensive here. I think he's obviously seen Jordan's +1, and that could have been a nice strategy from Jordan there. He might have got the +1 really early in order to prevent Ming from attacking him really quickly, and because Ming now of course going to have to make that blacksmith and upgrade fletching before he attacks, and in the meantime Jordan created the extra 2 fishing ships, and that could help him out massively overall. So that was a really nice sort of play by Jordan there. I like it a lot. A little engagement perhaps here now. Just look like Ming is still outnumbering him. 15 ships from Jordan. Ming on 18, starting to gain a little bit of an advantage with numbers there. +1 just about to finish for Ming, I think. 85% on that, and should be out the way and done very shortly. And Jordan is going to have to be very careful here and micro very well indeed, because Ming certainly has more ships out than him right now. Nice from Jordan there, a little split, getting away from those arrows and managing to pick off 1 ship from Ming. And of course with galleys, a micro is so important. Without ballistics. You can't just patrol your army in and forget about them. At lower level games, of course, you can do that, but at high level games like this, you cannot just click patrol and patrol into your opponent, because your opponent will out micro you. If you just patrol your galleys in, they will get taken out. Your opponent can micro his galleys, and your galleys will just get owned so easily. And Jordan, running head on into Ming there, gonna lose 2 ships so easily. Jordan managing to take out 1 right there, but certainly starting to fall behind with the galley count right now. But I think Jordan's economy has got to be in a much better shape. Let's have a look. 19 ships for Jordan, Ming on 20. It's actually very close, but half of Jordan's army is up here. Kind of interesting. And I think Ming now starting to think about the castle age. He's just creating a market, building 2 more houses. I think his berries are about to be finished up, but he should be able to go up to the castle age fairly soon. But Jordan is going to beat him to it, I think. Plenty of farms already seeded, plenty of villages on berries right here, and I think he's going to go up to the castle age in just a second. Sorry, I didn't realise the clock was off right there. 731 food right now, and the galley count is surprisingly close considering that Jordan has such a big economic advantage. There's the castle age requirement. He's going to click on in just a second. He's going to want to micro these quite carefully though, because Ming does have the galley advantage here. 20 ships for Jordan, Ming on 24, so he has got a lot more galleys. But all Jordan needs to do is keep his galleys alive. He's up to the castle age right now. So is Ming, however, a little bit further behind, but not massively. And Jordan is going to reach castle first. He's of course going to upgrade to war galley and bodkin arrow once he gets up to the castle age. How's his economy going to do though? He's adding in the 5th dock right now as he goes up. And he will be able to create a lot more ships now as well. This 5th dock going up for Ming as well, but nice little harassment from Jordan there. He's going to sacrifice that galley, but it is going to slow down Ming's dock. I'd say that was probably worth it. The galley even going to get away alive, so that was pretty nice indeed. The 5th dock going down for Jordan right now, and more galleys coming out. His economy is looking pretty damn good. He might want to replenish lumber camps eventually, but he is going to have to get a little bit more wood, because he will of course want that extra TC once he reaches the castle age. Usually players go up to 2 TCs, stay there for quite a while, and then get the 3rd once they can afford it, because they cannot afford to stop making galleys. That's the most important thing. Creating galleys, taking the water. Jordan here still creating plenty of galleys, of course. His 2nd TC going to be slightly delayed. Ming, on the other hand, a little bit more wood in the bank. He's still creating galleys, of course. Perhaps slowing down a little bit just so he can get his town centre once he reaches the castle age. But oh wow, quite a large army from Ming right there. And nice micro again from Jordan. Can't micro too well once they get so on top of each other though, because you can't avoid their arrow fire when they're right next to you. Almost taking out the dock from Ming as well. If Jordan had managed to take out that dock, which it might still be aimed for, then that's going to be really good. Jordan up to the castle age right now. War galley being researched, bodkin arrow being researched. It's pretty much instant. It's pretty much expected. Ming likely to do the same. Is Jordan going to go with his 2nd TC straight away? No, he's not. He's getting a university. He's going to go for ballistics here. It looks like he's going to be a 1 TC for quite some time right now. Ballistics, of course, does cost quite a bit of wood, quite a bit of food as well. And he is going to want to get ballistics before his 2nd TC, I think. Oh no, there we go. 2nd TC going up, and he's going to delay ballistics a little bit. Perhaps, but then again, he's still going to have a lot of wood coming in anyway, so we should be able to afford it soon. 2nd TC going up. Is he creating a war galley still? Nope. He's stopped galley production, and he's stopped his galley production now so he can work on his economy, so he can afford that 3rd TC, and so he can afford ballistics, of course. Is Ming going to be doing the same though? That's the question. Is Ming going to be producing more galleys? He is, and Ming now is going to have a lot more war galleys out on the water very shortly. 35 out for him already right now. Jordan on 31, so Ming does have the upper hand, and bear in mind, Jordan has stopped creating galleys right now. Completely stopped, so that he can work on his economy. I think his 2nd, 3rd TC might be going up very shortly. Ballistics is just being researched. 2nd TC on the way. 3rd one will be up very soon. And Jordan's still not making any more war galleys for the time being, whereas Ming, on the other hand, he is starting to make more, or continuing to make more and more. That's of course costing him quite a lot of wood, which does mean that he's not got a second TC up just yet. He has got his university, he is researching ballistics, but his second TC is not in the works, and Jordan's third TC now is going to be coming up fairly soon, I think, replenishing his lumber camp over here. The third one's still not being built. And Jordan is going to have ballistics first. Is it going to help him out massively in this fight? Well, I don't know. Jordan is outnumbered here. Can he make it worthwhile? So Ming is going to finish ballistics in just a second. It's just finished actually, and this fight is not going to be good for Jordan at all, I don't think. But then again, he's splitting his units quite well. Though Jordan, he does have the disadvantage on the water. Ming here with 29 war galleys, Jordan on 24. So it's certainly not good for him. Ming should take this, there's no question about it. Unless something magical happens, Ming is going to win this fight. 16 ships for Jordan. Ming up on 21 right now, and it's going to look pretty damn good for him. Jordan continuing to make war galleys now, a bit too late perhaps. As Ming is going to take the water right here, Jordan is going to lose all of his ships, and that is really not good for him. Wait, this battle looks really bad for Jordan now. There we go, it's 820 warships for Ming, Jordan on 11. That is a big difference, and Ming with a huge advantage on the water now. He continued to make those war galleys instead of making that second TC. The second TC is still not being built, and because of that he's managed to make more war galleys, and he's starting to take the water quite well here. Jordan, on the other hand, he has got his second TC up, so his economy is going to be much stronger very shortly, but he doesn't have the galleys, and Ming now can start to take out Jordan's docks. Jordan having to add more docks up in the north, and that's going to delay his third TC even longer. And Ming going to continue to make war galleys from all of his docks consistently to keep the pressure on Jordan now. He can't let him retake the water, that would be really, really bad. So Jordan is going to lose some docks here, I think. Ming going to come in, take out this dock as best he can. Should be able to deal with this army real quick as well. If we can start taking out Jordan's docks, then Jordan's going to have to invest quite a lot on these docks right here. We've seen this already, we've seen it in Dogao versus... not Dogao versus Fiege, Dogao versus Ming, I think it was. No, not Dogao versus Ming, who was it? There was some games last week where, it might have been Tim actually, Tim versus the Viper, where Tim was having to rebuild all of his docks and Viper was taking them out. Certainly not good at all, but Ming really with a nice upper hand here. Jordan having to add in those docks desperately up in the north. But of course he has got this second town centre up now, and he's going to be making a lot of villages. His economy is going to be in a very nice position very shortly. Ming just getting his second TC up now, so he's going to have a lot less villagers out. But of course he is still got the water advantage, he's still going to be able to do a lot of damage to these ships, and Jordan is going to be very hard pressed to defend. But Ming going to be trying to take out the units from Jordan, but Jordan, with the extra docks up in the north, is going to be able to replenish some of his army at least. It's going to be a while before Ming can take all of these docks out, and Ming is not so far ahead that Jordan can't start to claw it back a little bit. He's still got a very, very big advantage, and Ming should here be able to do a lot of damage still. Is he still creating galleys? Yep, he is. He's not halted his galley production this whole game yet. And now he's actually sandwiched. This is interesting. It looks like Ming might even lose some of his navy here. Jordan's coming in from two directions. Certainly not one direction, definitely two directions. Bringing in more units right now. Is Jordan going to actually clear this up? If he does, this will be a miraculous comeback. Well, not miraculous, but a very good comeback. Looks like Ming might actually lose his navy here. Jordan, well, Ming on 14, Jordan on 16. Jordan's just turned it around. He has actually just turned it around, continuing to make galleys non-stop right now. And that extra TC and those extra villages are really starting to pay off. He's actually getting a lot of ships out. He's managed to rebuild the docks, and now he's pushing Ming right back, and Ming is the one forced to build those extra docks as Jordan is pushing him right back. That was a very nice comeback from Jordan there. Most people in that situation would have thought, crap, it's over, it's going to be so hard for me to come back from this, but Jordan kept his cool. He rebuilt those docks over there and continued to make the galleys continuously. And now Jordan has got quite a large galley count. He's up to 21. Ming, on the other hand, is on 14. Jordan in a very nice position indeed. His third town centre now just coming up as he's managed to save up enough wood for that. Ming, on the other hand, has still not got his third TC up yet. He's still on his second. And Jordan's economy is in a very nice position right now. A very, very, very good position for Jordan to be in at this stage of the game. So, really starting to look good. Ming, of course, with the advantage in score at the moment, though I think Jordan's actually going to start to close that gap. If I can just judge this real quick, there's 4 docks right, 5, 6, 7 docks right there. Jordan's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well, but Jordan's had 7 for longer. He's creating galleys at a faster rate, I think, and of course with that 3rd TC coming up, we could see Imperial Age out of him before long as well. He's starting to sow quite a lot of farms right now, and of course these farms are going to allow him to get up to the Imperial Age reasonably soon. He's of course going to have to keep creating villagers from all of these TCs, but eventually he will be able to get up to the Imperial Age in a reasonable time. Ming's 3rd TC just being added on right now, quite a long time after Jordan's actually, and it looks like Jordan is about getting ready to push out right now. He's got more galleys coming in to reinforce. Has he got the numbers? It looks like he might have 30 more galleys for Jordan right there. Ming on 27, it's very close. Let's just see if Ming's numbers are going to suddenly drop. Both of them have ballistics right now, so of course there is no escaping, there's no micromanaging. It's simply attack and hope for the best, and have to retreat if you're finding yourself out of ships all of a sudden. Jordan going to be reinforcing as fast as he can. A very, very sort of all-in attack right here. Ming on 26 boats. Jordan on 19. He's losing water yet again. Ming is managing to hold on. He's putting up a cracking defense once again. And Jordan going to have to retreat as he's found himself out of ships and out of luck. Why did that happen, you might be asking? Ming has got careening. Ming does have +1 ship armor. Jordan does not have ship armor. He's got no +1 defense, and he is not researching it either, which is bad news for him, because Ming is going to chase him down right now. He's got a lot of war galleys on the water, and he has got a huge advantage again. Ming managing to put himself back into this game. It's very, very back and forth. He's going to start taking out the docks from Jordan here, and Jordan mustn't be feeling too good about this at all. He's continuing to try and get his galley production back in track. He's making more docks up here, but of course that is costing him quite a lot of wood that he should be spending on galleys and not on docks. Ming here going to continue to push forward. He's going to continue to take out the docks from Jordan. I think Jordan's going to be trying to get up to the Imperial Age pretty soon. That's a lot of farms from him. Very, very low on wood right now. I think he's struggling to create galleys from all of these docks right here. And Ming has a very, very large amount of ships. Jordan down on 24. Ming up on 38. It's almost double for him. Jordan can be a little bit of a nuisance over here though, and take out these fishing ships, which is really, really good for him. He's going to delay some of Ming's economy a little bit, but Ming continuing to make a lot of galleys here. He's not even interested in the Imperial Age just yet. He's continuing to make farms, of course, but Imperial Age is kind of in the back of his mind. He's continuing to make galleys for now, and they really start to take the water control by storm. 43 ships now out. Jordan down on 28, and it's certainly not looking so good for Jordan right now. Of course, Jordan still doesn't have careening, which does mean that Ming has an advantage in every battle, even if he's outnumbered, and well, depending on how outnumbered he actually is. Ming going to scout around a little bit. Perhaps he's going to deal with this. Perhaps he's going to scout the back of Jordan's island and try and find what you can see over there. Jordan still doesn't have careening. He's still not getting careening, and now Ming is going to come in with his ships here. He's very, very largely outnumbered. He's split his army up. He might regret that actually. These ships are going to be toast. He might want to retreat very quickly. But Jordan now going to be up to the Imperial Age fairly soon. As I said, he's got 3 TCs up and running. He does have quite a lot of farms as well. Plenty of food income. A fair amount of gold income as well. He's had to split his gold, but actually not so much gold as you might expect. You might need to take a little bit more gold soon if he wants to get up to the Imperial Age before long. But for the time being, continue to make more galleys, and Ming going to have to reunite his army here. He's got galleys all over the place. He's got some over here, he's got some over here, he's got some over here. Splitting your army, it can be good, but you don't want to get caught out. If you split your army, you really do not want to get them caught into little areas and find yourself the small split army up against the full army of your opponent. Ming with a good 500 score lead here though. This is looking very good for him, and now he's going to move out, and he could even sandwich Jordan. Jordan's going to run headlong into these ships. Is he going to retreat? I don't know. Yeah, looks like he's going to retreat right there, because Ming has a lot of ships on the water. Jordan can lose a few more galleys. Ming going to come right in. It's so close, and Jordan is going to lose a lot of galleys here, I think. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down already. Maybe make that 6. make that 6, and Jordan gonna have to retreat once again. The ship count is so in favour of Ming right now. 37 for Jordan. Ming, make that 38. Ming on 53. He's got a lot of ships, and he is going to keep the pressure onto Jordan right here. Jordan, though, is going to be up to Imperial right now. He is up. He must have sold some food, I think, or something. He got some gold from somewhere. And he's up to the Imperial age, so we will see Galleon from him fairly soon, but he's got to be careful. He does not want to lose all of his ships before he goes Imperial, because then he's got nothing to upgrade. It's alright, it's well and good being Imperial and being able to upgrade your ships, but if you've not got anything to upgrade, then that is bad news for you. Jordan still doesn't have careening, and Ming does. Ming going to continue to push forwards right here, and Jordan going to lose all of his ships again, it seems. It's certainly not looking good for Jordan here. Certainly not. Although Ming actually retreating. Interesting. 29 ships for Jordan now. Ming on 42. He's still got the advantage, but this dock was a little bit of an annoyance. Ming was attacking the dock instead of the ships. It was a little bit annoying for him to have to deal with. But Ming should really push here. Ming up to the Imperial age as well. He's really not far behind Jordan here. He doesn't want to lose all of his ships as well. And he should be able to get Galleon straight away. He's got plenty of wood, he just needs a little bit more gold, and he's not even taking that much, to be honest with you. He's starting to take quite a bit of stone. He could be making a castle, he could be going for another TC, who knows. But so many ships for both of them, but Ming actually losing his score advantage somehow. Jordan must be having a very good economy here. 138 pop for Ming, Jordan on 140. The ship count is still in favour of Ming, I think 41 for Jordan, Ming on 48. He's closing the gap once again. I just can't believe how back and forth this game has been. 1 minute Jordan's got no ships, the next Ming hasn't got any ships, the next minute Jordan's got no ships, the next minute Ming's got no ships. Now they're both on 45 ships, and it could still go either way. Ming's being very aggressive here, which I like. But of course Jordan going to reach the Imperial age first. The upgrades are going to be coming in pretty quickly. He's creating a little bit of a sort of detour here with these ships. He's going to be creating a distraction back at Ming's base. Jordan up to the Imperial age. Bracer being researched. Galleon being researched. Takes a fraction of a second for him to get those researches in, and Jordan now should have a little advantage, because it's going to be some time before Ming gets those upgrades. He's got the advantage with that. He's also got careening right now, which doesn't mean +1 ship armor, so they're neck and neck in this battle until, of course, Bracer gets researched. And it's going to be researched for Jordan first. He was probably hoping that he could do this battle a little bit earlier. Bracer's about to complete. There's Bracer done for him, and Ming retreats as soon as he sees that. Of course, Galleon is about to finish for Jordan as well right now, and that is going to be really hard to deal with. Chemistry is also on the way, and Jordan is going to be pushing back very nicely indeed. There's Galleon upgrade right there, and now Ming is struggling for the upgrades. Bracer's just finished. I think Galleon is just about to finish. Oh no! Ming hasn't actually clicked up to get Bracer right here. He's clicked up for Galleon, but he's not got Bracer. And that's going to put him at a severe disadvantage. He is getting chemistry, however, but I mean, Bracer is probably, well, Bracer is better than chemistry at this stage. It's better to get Bracer before chemistry, because Bracer gives you the extra range and the attack, whereas the chemistry only gives you the extra attack. And it's better to have the range as well. Jordan with a nice little harassment back here, killed a couple of villagers, harassing the shoreline, preventing Ming from gathering from this TC, which is fairly nice. Ming does have a lot of villagers gathering stone though. I don't know what his plan with that is. He could sell the stone, he could... Yeah, it looks like someone sold some stone already. Or he could build a castle or try and drop a castle. He might be thinking about taking the middle island. Have to wait and see. Is he making a transport ship from anywhere? I don't think he is. I can't see a transport ship at all. But wow, big engagement now in the centre. But of course, Bracer for Jordan giving him +4. No Bracer for Ming just yet. He's still not clicked it, and he's only on +3. Oh, this is not good. This is not good for Ming. A harassment coming at the back from Jordan, and Jordan now pushing forwards even more. I'm not really sure why Ming has so much stone. Jordan is starting to take stone as well. I mean, he could be selling it as well, but he looks like he's going to take the middle island eventually. The thing is, you've got to bear in mind right now that Jordan is not taking as much stone as Ming is, and that is putting him behind, or in the lead, I should say. Another engagement on the water here. Still no Bracer for Ming. What is he doing? Why has he not got Bracer? It's so bad that he's not got this, because it's going to give Jordan such a big advantage. Jordan going to push forwards here. He might be able to take out the whole navy from Ming. Have to wait and see. Jordan coming from the flank as well. 28 ships for Ming. Jordan on 42. Very large number indeed. The castle goes up on the shoreline. A lot of villages are going to be lost right there. Can he prevent the castle from going up? That's the question. Can he do it? He's going to try and stop the castle. If he stops the castle, then he's going to be okay. If the castle goes up, it's going to be very hard. Jordan, is he going to stop the castle? Yes, he is. The castle didn't go up, and Ming just lost his entire navy. That is not good at all. Ming lost a lot of villages there. Looks like Ming could just get the castle, but Jordan's not going to let it happen. He's going to stop it from happening. The castle won't go up. And Ming just threw away so many villages right there. 94 population for Ming, and Jordan up on 162. His castle was a complete failure. He's going to send more villages over. He's doing a fiage right now. He's going to donate his villages. And it looks like the castle will finally just go up right there. But Ming just threw away so many villages. He's lost his entire navy. And Jordan is in such a nice position right now. He's got so much wood, so much gold. It's not even funny. It's not even funny anymore how much wood and how much gold he's got. He's going to be able to produce galleons all day long, and Ming is going to find himself out of docks very shortly. And without any docks, he's not going to be able to do anything. Jordan going to circle his island, prevent any docks from going up anywhere, and these docks are going to go down. Certainly not looking so good. Cannon galleons coming out for Jordan as well, and with the cannon galleons in play, they're going to take out the castles fairly quickly, and there really is not going to be a lot that Ming can do right here. He's lost his entire navy. His docks are being taken out. Cannon galleons are coming in. They're going to be taking out the castle, and this is really not good news for Ming at all. Cannon galleon, where are you? There they are. They're here on the left. They are going to be moving in very shortly to attack the castle. Of course, these docks are going to go down. Jordan with so many ships right now. It's ridiculous. 50, 60 ships out on the water. The cannon galleon fire coming in, and that castle will go down eventually. It will take some time, but the cannon galleons will be able to do it, and Ming does resign right there. What a game. It was so back and forwards, so back and forwards. Harassment coming at the back from Jordan there as well. Wasn't quite expecting that much. But yeah, really nicely played indeed. I actually genuinely thought Ming was going to actually take that game at the start, where he completely cut down Jordan's army and started to take him out of all of his navy. But Jordan brought it back, then Ming pushed him back, then Jordan brought it back again, and managed to take the water back. So a very, very good water islands game. I think it's probably the best water game of the GML so far. I really liked it. I think it was very back and forth, not always really one-sided. And yeah, I think they both played it very well indeed. Of course, that does mean that Jordan wins 2 games in this set, which does mean he gains 3 points in the league, putting him up to 2nd place on 10 points right now, and that is a pretty damn good position to be in. It definitely does qualify him for a podium position. Whether it's going to be 2nd or 3rd, or maybe even 4th, we'll have to wait and see. It depends if anyone ties him for 2nd or not. But yeah, what a game. Pretty good, pretty excited that this game's over in a way, because it does mean that we're going to see what's coming up next. Tomorrow there won't be any GML because Chris and Doubt are scheduled to play at the weekend. I think they're having trouble scheduling. They can't find times that suit each other. But they'll be played soon, and as soon as they are played, I will be recording and posting them or whatever. So that's to look forward to. One other thing as well, some of you were asking why my game was in Spanish the other day. That's because I'm kind of learning Spanish. I want to be able to commentate in Spanish, so I have it in Spanish occasionally, so that I can pick it up as I play. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.